What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your man's Mr. Dominic Roots feature on ABC, NBC, CBS, Yahoo, and Fox. Coming at you with another video. Yes, a live video. A live. I was going through a little difficulties because I'm recording this on my computer, my new computer, and I was seeing these options on here. It's like record through webcam or to record through stream. I was just like, I just had a moment, put it that way. But what's going on, everybody? Pretty much, I hope you guys are all doing well and you're keeping yourself safe. I know some of you are staying inside because you don't want to risk it. And some of you just saying, YOLO. But I definitely wanted to do a live stream today. So whatever questions that you guys may have or anything like that, in regards to a dating issue that you have or someone that you're dating or an ex that you're dealing with and you're trying to get back with them or you're trying to let go and stuff like that, whatever kind of question that you guys have in regards to that whole thing, let me know because, I am here for you. What's up? This Catch Up 7 Inc. All right. How's it going? Going great. I hope all is well with you. First off, I appreciate all of your content. What are your thoughts on the length of time before you get serious with someone who just got out of a 5-year relationship? Ooh. So for me, I like to, when I'm dating someone, I don't want to get into a relationship whether it's a month. And I can, for me, I'm an anxious person. I can be anxious sometimes where I need to tell myself, calm the hell down. But when it comes to being in a serious relationship with someone, especially if they got out of a 5-year relationship, you always want to test the waters. I always like to give 3 to 6 months of, dating someone and see where they at with me and stuff like that. Now, the only reason why I do that is because I need to see how you are, not only as like a dating partner, but someone who is like really cool, I can be cool with, someone I can actually like, not only just consider as a date, but also just like, a partner in crime, my potential partner in crime. Because look at it this way, right? You have friends all around. If you like, you have a best friend, right? I'm saying, and some people don't have best friends and stuff like that. But let's just say, when someone who has a best friend, you don't just jump out and just automatically assume that person's going to be your best friend. Like you have to like really take your time with this whole thing and really just like filter out, is this person cool? Do I have a good vibes with this person? Am I doubting myself? Am I questioning, why am I questioning that this person is a little effed up and stuff like that? I mean, it's all in, it really is for me. I usually take 3 to 6 months. The last girl I dated, I waited probably 3.5 months to ask her out, to ask her to be, my girl, even though we were dating and stuff like that. But I knew she wasn't going to ask me, to make it official, but she was urging to it. She was urging to do it. And, I brought it up and then she was like, oh my God, about time. Like she just had this huge weight of relief after I brought up the whole thing. And then, 3 months later, then that whole thing just went down the drain because but everyone's different. I hope that answered your question. I don't know if you're comfortable with doing 3 to 6 months. I don't know if you're not. I mean, if you're too anxious or not, whatever it is. Like I usually wait around that time frame. And in addition to that, I always introduce them to my friends. To have my friends have a good feel of her because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna just like get into a relationship with someone and all of a sudden just introduce them to the whole world. Like I want my circle to be comfortable with her just as much as when she brings me around to her circle, I want them to be comfortable with me too. So I hope that makes sense. Perfect. I truly appreciate it. Just want to let everyone know this man knows his information. Following my breakup, started my own fitness YouTube channel, clothing line, and graduating from university. Hey, congratulations, man, for real. Congratulations on starting your clothing line. and your own fitness channel, and graduating. Congratulations on that whole thing. And please, bringing up to the whole fitness thing, if you guys are like suffering from a breakup or stuff like that, self-care fitness is just a great tool to use to, not only to like build muscles and to, look good. I mean, obviously we all want to look good every day, right? But it's another way to boost your confidence. It's another way to also realize your self-worth. I mean, like, I work out almost every day. I mean, today's one of my days off because, I went killer on my abs yesterday. So, but yeah. So I'm happy for you, man, that you following your breakup, you started doing your own thing. That's the whole thing. You gotta do your own thing. You gotta just like focus on your self-care. Who are you? It's really interesting because I want to recommend this book to everybody, actually. And this is a book that I'm actually reading right now, and it's not only relates to who you are as a person, but this book actually relates to your careers and where you want to go. Because if you guys, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I just posted something recently. Everybody's focused on what they should be doing, but rather than focusing on where they should be going. I believe that's accurate. And I got that from the book. Give me 1 second. It's not on my, trying to get this quote, most people focus on what they should be doing rather than taking the time to figure out what they want to be doing. Everyone has this thing where they should be doing this, they should be doing that, they should be doing this. It's like, do you want to do that though? Ask yourself that question. Do you want to do that? The book though that you should be reading is Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. The only reason why I say that book is really gold because, with people that have like lack of skills, don't have like the most credibility in the world, they don't have like a degree and stuff like that, you can still become, top dog in whatever industry that you are in. If you read that book is gold. And it will teach you really to socialize with people and everyone goes to network just because they want to network, right? They want to go and just network. And it's cool that you want to meet people. I'm not saying don't, but there should always be a goal on why you're networking. What are you looking for? What are you looking for to get you where you want to go, to be doing what you want to do? So, yeah, give me a shout out, dude. Like I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me do this real quick. I'm doing good. Doing a live. If you want to, if you got a friend that's going through some issues, refer them to this channel. Honestly, this is like a free coaching video. Like, whatever questions that you guys have, like, throw it at me. Throw it. Because at the end of the day, I want to just contribute, just to contribute. I want to contribute to your growth. I want to also, it helps me learn a little bit more about myself, but also I want you to take this whole thing to where you learn the most about you, because when you learn something about yourself, it is like, oh my God, I feel like I'm Einstein, Let me see. And I think I got some people going to text me some questions too, because they can't type. They can't post comments on YouTube because I don't know why they can't post comments, but technical difficulties. But whatever questions that you guys have, feel free to jot them in the comment section right now, and I'll answer the questions. Seriously. I've been here stuck in my home. Really been doing a lot of self-assessments, doing a lot of self-assessment. You taught me so much. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. But, I'm officially 32, and there's been a lot of, I realized, it takes a lot more time of doing self-assessment than just like the typical, like, people would say they would do in like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Like, you really, 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 really want to get to know a lot about yourself. It's going to take a bit of time, and it's probably one of the best times. So, oh man. But you know what I do want to know, like, how are you guys holding up with the whole quarantine? Are you guys like, are you guys still in house? Are you guys out and about, doing your thing and stuff like that? What are you guys doing? Oh, and I do want to ask this question too. If a lot of my videos have come in and helped you guys out. What was the video that gave you the turning point to realize, you are that the breakup that you've experienced, and I mean, you just got like the most clarity in life. I don't know. What was the turnaround point for you? Let me send this to my buddy. He's like, I didn't know you were doing a live video. Oh, snap. This is hilarious. And also, I want to say that, I'm nearing the 2K subscribers. So I want to say thank you guys for contributing and, subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. I really admire it. I admire all of you. So thank you. But, what's really interesting is that I said this back in March, that when the whole lockdown thing was happening, and, I know a lot of people being vigilant, about, going outside and stuff like that. But I said that I kind of predicted, excuse me, that there's going to be a lot of breakups because of lockdown. And I don't have the exact statistics, so I can't give you an accurate answer, because me just telling you maybe it's this is going to give you a false sense, right? And basically, I've been seeing all over my social media. A lot of people are just now becoming single. Now there are statistics on divorces. That's also happening. But there's been a lot more than the usual, which was really interesting to me. I mean, it kind of just shows you that people just jump into relationships and they have no idea about who they're dating. So, but if you guys got any questions, man, let me know. And y'all know I still have not gotten a haircut. It's been a while. Oh man. Participants. But probably give this like another 10 minutes. I mean, if if there's like no more questions and stuff like that, then I'll probably just wrap this up in like 10 minutes. It's all gravy. Let me see. Okay. But man, there is oh man. I'm getting comments on my hair already. Oh. But whoever the other viewer is, so what do you do to save yourself from the loneliness? Well, what is, well, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this actually. What is loneliness to you? Like, what does, because it could be very, um, it's kind of it's a little vague when you say, what do you do to save yourself from loneliness? If you're feeling like, sad, what emotions are you feeling? I just letting you guys know this too. Like I've gotten a lot more specific about, how I word things. Well, of how I explain things, excuse me, because, so many people will take, it's just like how we communicate sometimes. You have to be really, really specific. And yeah, but to give you an overall answer on loneliness, I mean, if you're sad from loneliness, if you're sad from feeling lonely and you don't have like a companionship, there are ways to, keep yourself occupied. Like that's the only you got to keep yourself occupied, and especially if you're still under quarantine, if you're still like locking yourself in your house, then being I would say that working out is one. This is where a lot of self-discipline is going to come into factor. Like you have to teach yourself self-discipline. um you know if you have a video game console, that's another thing too, where it can actually help you socialize with other people online. There's also learning how to cook. There's so many different things that you can do to save yourself from loneliness, to where it comes from like learning so much about you. I'll be honest, like I wasn't the most perfect person. I'm not the most perfect person in the world, but I'm not even perfect at all. But, you know, ever since the whole lockdown thing, I was kind of going through those anxiety things because I'm a social butterfly. I go out, I socialize, I like meeting people, I love people. And because of, situations in my surroundings, I kind of been, I was dealing with a lot of like, you know, impatient. I was dealing with anxiousness. I was dealing with anxiety. And then all of a sudden it just like started to die down. And then next thing you know, I'm starting to learn like certain meals to cook. I'm working out a lot more. I'm learning about so many different things that kind of got me curious about how people make a lot more money. You realize like how many people, how people make money in the world and stuff like that. The next thing you know, it's just like, oh, that's how. Um, then there's so many different things that you have to invest yourself into, and not a lot of people want to. And ask yourself the question, like, if you're still locked in your house, you know why am I not, ask yourself the question, why am I not taking the time to learn this? Is it because I want to get up from my seat and actually go to my kitchen and actually look for food that I'm not going to eat? Or is it because I want to just go watch TV, where I'm going to scroll through the channels and not find anything to watch, but just act bored anyways? Like, you really have to invest yourself and really start learning a lot of different things. I'll tell you this. I've learned how the stock market works already. I've learned real estate. I've learned I learned more marketing, excuse me. I learned how the video game industry works. I've learned geography. I've learned space. I've learned so many different things. I've even elevated my communication level to where I wanted to start listening to people a little bit more and better. And then I also deleted, not deactivated, but deleted my social media apps off of my phone, because they were such a big distraction and they were so poison to my to my mentality. I don't look at Facebook off of my phone. I don't look at Twitter off of my phone. I deleted Snapchat, and I was just like, and the only thing I have is Instagram, and that's because I'm helping someone with their social media through that whole thing. So, and I'm not gonna lie, having to only access social media through your computer is actually it's way better than just going on your phone, because we're so dialed to our phone. It's crazy. My ex almost broke me, so I have learned self-discipline in many ways that I didn't know I needed. Oh, what? I'm investing more. Great, dude. That's great that you're investing more into yourself. Like literally, this is what I started to do. Right. This is what I really started to do when, you know, when I wanted to find, my next girl. Right. What is it that I want in my relationship? Who is like, what does, my future relationship look like? What is it that I want? Right. Because so many people just go and just like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, oh my god, and then and then months later she's just one psycho crazy ass bitch, right? But it really comes down to really what you want. I've made a list down like what I want and what I didn't want, what I can and what I want and what I can tolerate. So it really comes down to that. Like I wrote things down on my journal, right, on my agenda, and pretty much I look at it very frequently, and then I ingrain it into my mind, my body, my soul, and everything. So, and that's what you got to start doing. That's what people should start doing. So it's great to, self discipline is a great way to start, and then you'll start to realize like what is it that you want to learn, and the thing that you want to start off with is like be curious, be really curious. Don't start off with I want like what being curious to learn something is like. I wonder how that works. Let me go find out. It's just like that. And it's kind of funny because like when you're looking at it when you start looking at things from an outside perspective, you start to see how people really get triggered by what people say. If you look at the media, which I do not like the media because of how they can twist words and really make people think it's facts, right? You can see like this should be like you see headlines, this should be happening, or this could be happening, or people will get triggered and say that's actually going to happen when it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of work. So, but you got to want it. And how to want it, be curious. Start with being curious. Be curious about things. Just be curious about things. I guarantee you, if you are curious about how something works, you'll start investing yourself in wanting to learn how you'll want to learn it. And then the more you learn it, the more you actually want to be part of it. I've learned so much in real estate, and I know what it's like. I know how it is, even though I invested in real estate 2 years ago. But that was me being a passive investor. Now I'm actually going to do it. So, but that's just that's another thing. So, and telling you, man, and in this book, Never Eat Alone by Keith Frazier, Keith Ferrazzi, excuse me. It's a good book. I'm already like 4 chapters in, but the first 3 chapters are like, whoa, because it's giving you a task to do something. I'm gonna share this with you real quick since we want to talk about self-development, right? Let me go to Samsung Notes. Everybody talks about what they want. It's called Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. It's a great book so far. He has this thing. It talks about what you really want, because what you really want, it'll get you going, right? I say, I've pretty much lived a lavish lifestyle. I can say that like the last 2 years, and then I just like left it because my whole marketing firm just I ended my whole marketing firm. So, and the thing is that this book will actually teach you some of the things that you should have like, that kind of just gives you a wake up call. Like there's this thing called a relationship action plan, and it gets you to write a plan of where you want to be in 3 years, and it kind of gives you like these midterm goals, and it's like, what do you want to accomplish in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and all that. So it's a great book. I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes. I want to start doing more Q&As and stuff like that. But also, if you have any videos that you want me to do in the future and stuff like that, put them in the comment section, and I can make a video. Yeah, you can purchase the book online. It's on Amazon. Where is this? Go check it out. If you guys got any more questions, I'm gonna wrap this up in about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Excuse me. No, right? Yeah. Oh. And what would be really cool, I mean, and if we're gonna wrap this up in about 3 minutes, I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry. Ever since, what think has it been 3 months since that started? I don't know. But I'll tell you this, man, working out gets you hungry like a mofo. But 2.5 minutes, guys. And then if you have any questions, like, let me know. Now's the time. Now is the time. And of course, I do want to say this, you guys like my videos and stuff like that. I want to contribute to my work and stuff like that. There in the description, you'll see a PayPal link, for your donations. And, for every donation that is contributed as donated, is a percentage of that is donated to a charity. So, yeah. Oh, shit. I thought I responded. All right. 1.5 minute left, guys. No problem. Now, see, this is really long. Really long. All right. Let's see. Welcome. If you got any questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. I should get some what? Oh, man, nah. Nah, I thought about that, but that was back when I was a teenager, man. Let's see. Let's see. This is, I don't think this is. Let's see. Is this long enough yet? I know you're just kidding, man. But pretty much this is the video. So thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. And till next time, of course, it is your man's Mr. Dominic, who's coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. All right, guys, take it easy.